What is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the Betslips. It's your boy CJ with your other boy from RVA, the parlay guy Rob. And we're coming to you on a Sunday. Pat's not available. Kel's not available. Tom's not available. Parker's never available. I'm just kidding. No, Parker. He's crazy busy with work. So, but we're here, and we promise you one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. That's right, everybody. Welcome to Just the Bet Slips. We're going to have some fun today. A short show today, but we're still going to have fun with it regardless. And we got a full slate of NBA. Every single team is playing their last game today. We have a full slate of baseball because every team is playing baseball today. We have the Masters. There's so much going on. Almost not enough time to deal with it all, but we're still gonna have a decent time while we're doing it. Man, I'm trying to like clear all the crap that I have on my computer right now. It's insane, but we're hoping that you're gonna enjoy enjoy us on for the ride. So without further ado, without more further gilding of the lily, so to speak, let's jump right into it. And the first thing that we need to do is hit the disclaimer. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. We're not getting paid to make these picks. However, we would love to. So if you're a sports book out there that would love to pay us, we're totally in on that. Second, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. That's kind of the safest way to do everything, because if you do any more than that, then it turns into the third thing, which gambling can be addictive. So please seek help if you need it. Please utilize 1-800-GAMBLER. If you are gambling more than you can afford, if you are trying to chase your losses and it's not coming out good, listen, I know there's plenty of really, really fun stuff that's out there that people are like, yeah, I won my mortgage. It doesn't happen to everybody. There's a reason why they're few and far between. So please, if you have the problem, please utilize 1-800-GAMBLER to get the help that you need, so it does not become a major problem for you. So we're not paid professional gamblers. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. And please utilize 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling has become a problem for you. And again, we are not affiliated or sponsored by any sportsbook at the current time. We'd love to be, though. So I am not brand loyal. So if anybody out there wants to jump in on the Just the Bet Slips bandwagon, totally in on that, and we'd be really, really for it. What is the main bets of the day today, Rob? Like before we get into the big stuff, like what's the main thing you're locked in on today?
Let's see. I'm big on DeChambeau winning the Masters.
Sure.
Rory's got me scared with what was it, -6 yesterday? I mean,
Yeah,
he went absolutely ham yesterday.
66 last 2
But
days.
I mean, look. I mean, DeChambeau went 3 under after having to follow up his monster day 2. And usually when DeChambeau is this close to the lead, he has a history of finishing them. He's either all in or all out. He's one of those types of guys. You don't see him like just clipping top 10s. He's either just killing it or he's not in it at all. I feel good about him today. I think I did a bet where I have him to win, Justin Rose top 10, and Rory top 10, and it was like plus 400 or something. Between that and I'm big on the Braves today. I know I've been down on them a lot this year. I feel good about Sale. I feel good about the hitting is finally starting to wake up a little bit. Still not all the way back, but I think Sale can keep it close enough where they can grind out a win today.
Be big, be massive for the program. That'd be huge for you.
Yeah, they need it.
Something on that. I'm also in on the Masters. I have 2 bets that could both cash. Well, actually, technically, I have 3 bets that could cash. Well, no, because if one cashes, the other one can't. I have one bet that is Alberg to win. He's got an outside chance. He's literally got to put up a massive number to like a really big low number today, and then hope nobody else puts in a big one. So he's sitting at -6. If he had made the birdie on 18 that just slid by, I'd feel a lot better of his chances. But that's 18-1. I could technically cash out for like losing what? getting 28% of my money back that I put in. But if he starts out big and he gets back to money, cash. I also have DeChambeau to win without Morikawa, Rahm, Alberg, Rory, or Scotty Scheffler. I could cash out right now for almost everything because he's sitting in second and Rory's in first. But then my third bet that I have is either Scheffler, Rory, Morikawa, or Schauffele to win, and that was big guns versus the field. If that hits, I'm a little more than it was a plus 122 bet. So if Rory wins and DeChambeau comes in second, I hit both of those bets.
Yeah, that'd be good.
100% in on that.
Yeah, that would, and then that's very honestly, that's very possible.
Yeah, it'd be big. It'd be big for me, for my units, by the way, because that DeChambeau bet that's still out there it's 12-1. So
yeah, I honestly, if I was you, I'd ride that because the only person I see, like, sure, Justin Rose has played good, but he's been playing out of his league, honestly, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I think anybody who comes from the back, Scheffler's the guy you got to worry about, but that doesn't hurt you at all. So
yeah, and Alberg is another one, but it doesn't hurt me at all either. So
so
those are the two names that I'm worried about on the league. Maybe Connors, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Connors.
That's probably the only guy I really have to sweat today.
But let's be real. What is the best thing that could happen for the Masters? Not just our bets, and that's to see Rory and DeChambeau shot for shot going to the end. That's what I want to see, regardless of who wins. I just want to see a slugfest going down to the end.
And I'm totally in on that, to be very clear. So, yeah, that'd be big for the program. Let's go ahead and jump right into this thing, though. We have no bet slips. Nobody submitted a bet slip, but this still goes. If you want to DM us on X right now, wherever you're watching, you want to DM us a video, we'll play it today. I'm in. You just gotta do it. Drop in comments. If you got bets that you like today, drop them into the comments. Rob and I will both bet them here live. We have our sports books up. He's got it on his tablet. I have it on my second screen. We have our sports books up, so we will bet whatever you throw in the chat. I'm not going to sit here and say it'll be for a lot of money, but we will bet it. There will be a bet placed on your bet. I'm
100%.
It might be you can forget that dime, but it will be up. There will be bets made because we do them. That's what we always promise to you. But let's get into all their segments, and we're going to start with the cutest segment of this show, and is the Underdog Slip, brought to you by my RIP dog Emma, the dog up here in the corner that just ripped one. We got this dog here who's wagging his tail, and then Kel Doggy Dog, who's not with us today, but still with us in spirit. We have the Underdog Slip, and what we have today: Giants money line and Clippers +4. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Giants money line because that is my pick today. Listen, I know that I know they're facing the Yankees. I know the Yankees lineup is potent, and I know it's a 136 start, and the Yankees are traditionally very good, but I don't trust Carlos Rodon as far as I can throw him. And I have been so down on Logan Webb for years. But he always gives me a really, really good half. It's whether it's the first half or the second half. And he started out like a house on fire this year. So I think it's going to be a really, really good first half for Logan Webb. So the Giants at +104, I'm going to take them here on the money line versus the Yanks to get the job done with Logan Webb. You're actually going to see a little bit later that I like Logan Webb in a couple of spots today. So give me the Giants money line to defeat the Yankees and Carlos Rodon in the Bronx today. And then, Rob, you have the Clippers +4.
Yeah, so look, the Clippers have already beat the Warriors 3 times this year, and they've actually beat them in 6 straight going back to last year. They have covered in more than that, but they have owned the Warriors for some reason. I don't know what it is. The Clippers have a little bit more to be playing for in this game. When it comes to the seeding, I think they can actually move up, where the Warriors, I think, are kind of locked in place. And I just don't see a world in which the Clippers don't at least cover. They may not win this game, but 4 was a big number. I think it started at 2.5 and it's got bet to 4. And at 4, I felt like it was too much to not take. So it's kind of like you with Webb, like he looks good in the beginning of the year, So you want to ride that. Plus, if you're getting plus money against the Yankees, and the Yankees and Giants right now are not that far apart.
Yeah.
So you take the plus and you run. So it's kind of a similarity with Clippers. They kind of owned them, so we're gonna keep rocking with it and hope they can cover the 4.
Absolutely. If you take this parlay to its completion, you're getting it at plus 285. We need a win on the underdog slip. Missed yesterday because Kyle Schwarber got walked a bunch of times. He didn't find the hits. Yeah. I do have him bet again for another dinger today. Just throwing it out there. I am going to bet him until he gets me the homer, and it will literally. I'm going to be increasing money every day, so I will get my money back because I know that man's eventually going to hit a dinger. It's just, will I run out of cash before he does? I truly think he will hit a homer before I run out of cash. So that's where I'm at there. But you can get the underdog slate at plus 285, and let's hope for a big one today. Next, but certainly not least, I think it's the new segment, and it is. That's right, it is the only K's. I have a 16-leg parlay today that are only strikeouts. You see every single one of them on the screen. Casey Mize and Woods Richardson, they're facing off against each other. I like them both for 4Ks today. Hunter Green of the Reds and Melodinski. Melodinski. There it is. I have to break it down in my head to get it right. They're facing off against each other. Give me 3 from Melodinski and give me 5 for Green. Logan Webb, I already talked about him. I like him for 5Ks, but I also like Rodon for 4Ks as well in that game. And then the rest of them are not facing each other. I got Berrios, Reagans, Sale, Gore, Crochet, Wheeler, Gilbert, Gallen, King, and Glasnow, all for 5/ with Gore 4Ks. Nobody more than 5Ks, nobody less than 3 because the sports book won't let me bet less than 3. But you can get them all for plus 968. I do want to kind of go over them all. Berrios in 226 plate appearances against this Orioles roster has a K percentage of 20%. So I really feel good about him getting 3+ here. Logan Webb has a 30% K. He has 30 Ks in 100 plate appearances against this Yankees roster. Carlos Rodon has a 29.4 against 17 plate appearances against this Yankees roster. Against this Giants roster. Cole Reagan's 22% strikeout percentage versus the Cleveland Guardians. The Pirates, Melodinski is lighter, but Hunter Green is massive at 28% versus this roster. Chris Sale hasn't been striking out the Rays as much as previously. That's the reason why I dropped it down to 5, but I think he goes 6+ innings today. So that's the reason why I feel comfortable with 5+ Ks for him. Mackenzie Gore is striking out the Marlins roster at 31%. So that's why I feel really, really comfortable with him. And he also has pitched really well against the Marlins in general. Casey Mize, a little bit lighter versus this Twins roster, but that was in the past, and the Twins have not been playing good baseball to start the season, so that's the reason why I feel really good about 4 for him. Same with Woods Richardson, not as much, but I feel like it might be a pitching duel in Minnesota today at Target Field at 2:10 Eastern. Garrett Crochet has yet to strike out a White Sox player. But he pitched for the White Sox. So like, he's facing his old team. There's going to be more, he's going to have that whole thing going for him. So I feel good about him getting the strikeouts he needs. Wheeler, 20% clip, versus the Cardinals. You could have taken Matthew Liberatore, but I have a feeling that the Phillies go ham on him today, even though he has had recent success against the Phillies. Who else do I have? Michael King, 23% strikeout rate. Logan Gilbert, 25% strikeout rate, and a bunch of plate appearances. So that's definitely some good there. And then Zach Gallen, 27%. Tyler Glasnow has struck out this Cubs roster at a whopping 56% clip in 27 plate appearances against. So Glasnow is a big one if you like another, little sprinkle on a little bit more from Glass now, go for it. But I'm, trying to stay conservative. I thought about taking him for like 7 or 8, but stay conservative because it's 16. And Lord knows if I miss on Tyler Glass now at the end of this and I have 15 to start, I will be hacked. So that's the reason why I went with 5 for Tyler Glass. Now that is the Sunday night game tonight is Cubs v Dodgers in Los Angeles. So that is only K's. Hopefully you can rock some of them. If you want to go for all of them, go for it. But yeah, feeling good about the only K's today. That's where I'm at. What do you thoughts about the umpire ripping the phone? But I need to re up it here so that way y'all can see it again. Oh, and it's not going to play it. That's a bummer. It's not going to play it. There's like a full animation where the umpire's literally like ripping the phone book.
Oh, really?
The phone book. Yeah, he like it's pretty good. There is no actual phone book, but it looks like he could be. But anyway, that is only case. Man,
yeah, I feel. Look, you went conservative on all of those, so I feel good about it. And if somehow if you bet them all and somehow you get to that last game. There's no shame in cashing out, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's no shame in cashing out. But then especially I'll feel really bad when Glass now goes for like 10 Ks tonight, and I'll just be like,
especially in my case where a couple of those guys that forced me to do one more, and then it bumped it all the way up to plus 4,000. If I get to Glass now, odds are I'm taking the cash out. I'm not going to lie.
I don't blame you at that point. I don't blame you.
Because I'm pretty sure it made me take six for him, which knowing that he strikes them out a lot makes me feel better about it. But
yeah. Does feel I almost took him for like 7. I was like, no, pump the brakes.
Yeah, right. But you can't go conservative everywhere and then push it at the end.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, technically, I could have though, because I could have gotten the
you could have because
there
would have made the cash out bigger. That's true.
Yeah, but you never know. So
you could have done something insane and make it like fucking 12 Ks. So the cash out's like, oh my god.
Well, no, because because the odds of that last
that's
one
true. The likelihood of it. That's true.
Yeah, like you got to hit the ones early with the massive points, and then the cash out's like, it's there. Oh god, I don't want to. So that's where it comes down to. All right, next you kind of already saw the slide, but it's the performance levels of the day. We got 2 of them. First parlay guy.
Yeah, so we talk about Sale 5+ Ks. Like you said, if he goes 6 innings, I think he cruises the 5 Ks easily. And he should go 6 innings. And, even if he gives up some runs, they're going to give him a bigger rope than they give most of their pitchers. The Braves are finally starting to hit. They're not tearing the cover off the ball, but they're starting to push some runs. They're starting to actually hit a few home runs. They've hit a few walk-off home runs lately. Had another one last night, late in the game to pull that one out. So with Sale pitching, if he can hold them to like 3-4 runs, I think the Braves can pull out another win here. And you're getting this at plus 110, so I feel pretty good about this one.
Love that. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm actually riding this one as well. Off the tabletop, but I am riding this separately as well. As a Philly fan, the fact that I'm riding a Braves bet should tell you how confident I feel about it. Let's go ahead and jump to mine. Speaking of those Phillies, I like Wheeler to get 6+ Ks. I know I put him 5 on the only Ks, but I like him to get 6 and the Phillies to get the win today versus the Cardinals. There's multiple reasons why I like the Phillies to get the job done. One is the fact that I really do not want to buy a Chris Carpenter jersey because as soon as I wear it for my punishment, I would burn it. It would be a sacrificial burning, very much like your Auburn jersey. I'd stab it. I'd burn it. It would become kindling for a fire somewhere. Maybe I would roast some food with it. I don't know, but it would get burnt. So I really am hoping that Pat has to take on that expense, and I'm hoping that Wheeler looks better than his previous start. He had a little bit of command issues last time out, but I feel like he's going to have a big day here for the Phillies, and that they'll get the win today, and he'll have 6+ Ks versus this Cardinals lineup. So that are your performance doubles of the day. We are down as far as record, but we're up in units on the performance doubles of the day. I have the records. It's not on the records that we're up, but we are up units. Because most of our performance doubles are pluses. So yeah, it kind of helps out. Even if you just hover around 50% and you're in there. So let's see if we can go 2 for 2 today on the performance doubles and be big time up. That would be massive as far as.
And honestly, as a Phillies fan, when's the last time you saw Wheeler have back-to-back bad outings?
That's true too. I mean, he didn't have an awful outing, but yeah, I get. Yeah, the principle still remains the same. The man's going to be a Cy Young candidate. The fact that we are betting today on the winner of the Cy Young and the runner up on the Cy Young for the National League last year, kind of funny that's happening. And there was plenty of people that thought Wheeler should have won the Cy Young last year because they're innings guys like myself. That's the pure reason why I thought Wheeler should have won. But Wheeler's been like runner up or third. He's been in the top 3 of Cy Young voting for the last 3 or 4 years now. So hopefully he gets the job done this year and actually gets the hardware that he deserves because the man's been pitching out of his mind ever since he's put on the red pinstripes with Phillies. So big fan of that. Next, it is the most talked about parlay in all of sports gambling. It is the 750 Club. There is one rule of Fight Club, and that is you do not talk about Fight Club. Robert, what is the one rule of the 750 Club?
Tell absolutely everyone.
Tell every single person you see. Tell the cashier at Publix. Tell the gas station attendant if you're in Jersey pumping your gas. Tell every single person that you come across today, your grandmother, your sister, anybody that could possibly, that is over the age of 21, to be very clear, over the age of 21, that is legally allowed to sports bet in these United States of America. About the 750 Club. Tell every single person. The only person you don't tell, Paul Rudd. You don't tell Paul Rudd. That is the only person you do not tell. That will be my shtick forever on this show just because of the ESPYs decision video with Steve Carell. But yes, you tell every single person. You tell Tito Ortiz. You tell the lunch lady when she's slapping on your sloppy joes and telling you that she likes them and you like them as a kid extra sloppy. You tell her about the 750 Club. Tell every single person you come across, no matter who it is. You tell this guy dancing. You tell these guys at the rave. You tell the Minions, and you tell Brad Pitt. But what is the 750 Club today? Well, I'll tell you. It is Jamal Murray, 18-plus points, and the Nuggets to cover the 9 points today. It is Braves money line, and it is D-backs money line today. You've got Jamal Murray and you like the Nuggets. I picked the 2 baseball bets. So go ahead and give your reasons for Jamal Murray.
Yeah. So Jamal Murray has, first of all, and against the Rockets this year, he's played them twice. He scored over 18 plus both times against them this year. He's hit this in 4 straight, and I'll combine that with the Nuggets. The Nuggets need a win to lock up the 4 seed. They do not want to slide. The lower they slide, the worse chances they have in the playoffs. So they want to lock this up. And honestly, the Rockets don't have much to play for in terms of seeding in this matchup. So I just feel like the Nuggets are going to be between Jokic and Murray. They're going to be lighting it up today. And you'll see how much I like Jokic later because he's part of the parlay. So.
Absolutely. I'm taking the Braves money line. I have a lot of good feeling about the Braves today versus the Rays. I've always downplayed the Rays in my life, that they're just a team that just, for some odd reason, they just find 6'5" left-handers and right-handers that throw 98 with sink, and have a wicked slider. But I feel like the Braves are hitting better. I feel like Chris Sale's going to hold the Rays lineup down, and I feel like the Braves are going to score enough. If you want another bet that I actually like the under in this game too, but don't include that on the 750. I'm just saying out there, I like the under because it's at 8.5, and I feel like Chris Sale is going to keep it down, so I like the under. Oh, excuse me. Woo! Even though Boyle isn't the best pitcher, I do feel like there's Sale's not going to allow many runs, so definitely like the under there. And then the D-backs money line. Listen, they're up against the Brewers. It's Freddie Peralta versus Zach Gallen. I feel better about Zach Gallen on the hill, even though he hasn't been striking out people as of late at a high clip. I have a feeling he gets to 5 today, as you saw in Only K's. And I just like the D-backs to get the job done today. So give me those D-backs. And the Brewers, they're not inspiring me with great baseball as of late. So go ahead, give me those D-backs and the Braves money line, and you're getting it at plus 761 out there. So it's just over that 750 Club mantra for us. But hopefully you smack this, and you're with us in the 750 Club. So again, go tell everybody, tell the lunch lady, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell everybody in Huntsville because they're doing things to them out there. But again, another terrible reference from me. But that's where we're at with the 750 Club, and we have one more thing left to do, and that is it's green, it's soft, it's plushy. It is the tabletop. There it is. Sir Thomas of House Stats has his bets today. He's got the Reds money line. He's got the Tigers money line. He also likes the Phils and Wheeler to get 7+ Ks.
Nice.
He likes Mackenzie Gore with 6+ Ks. I feel a lot better when Tommy Stats also backs a little bit of my bets too. Always makes me feel all nice and warm and fuzzy. So in on that. But Sir Thomas of House Stats, those are his bets of the day. And then we are going to Rob the parlay guy.
All right, so we got, as I spoke before, we got Jokic, 25+ points. He's hit this in 9 of his last 10. And honestly, the one that scared me was the last game where he had like 7 points at halftime and they still managed to get there. He even when he has a bad half, he somehow manages to put just enough together to get those 25 points. Stephon Castle, probably rookie of the year. We're going to go 15+ points. He's hit this in 9 of his last 10. Zach LaVine, 2+ threes, hitting 9 of last 10. Sabonis, 12+ rebounds. This is 8 of his last 10, but the only 2 that he didn't hit, he got 11 rebounds. So he missed it by 1. The dude is just a rebound machine. And to follow that up, Zubac, who is just, I did 10+ rebounds. It was minus like 500, but the guy has 15 straight 10+ rebound games. You just throw him in, even if it gets you like a 0.5% bet, it's worth it because he almost never misses this. And I got this. It was plus 189, I believe. So it's just under 2-1. I wanted the last day of basketball. I wanted to book a win for the last day of basketball. So we took it a little easy today instead of pushing the envelope a little bit. Because honestly, I think I could have pushed Jokic to 30. And we could have probably pushed Zubac up to 12, and this would have put it like closer to 3-1. But I just wanted to play it a little safe today and lock in a almost 2-1 win.
I'm a big fan of this parlay. I actually have it rocking myself. So hopefully we win this together, brother. RVA for the win, hopefully today.
That's right.
I myself have 3 performance doubles as the king of the performance doubles. I got 3 of them. You already saw the Wheeler one. I like Hunter Green at 7+ Ks and the Reds money line. And then I really like Logan Webb to get the 5 Ks and the Giants money line today. So I'm backing the underdog slate. I am backing the 750. I am backing the only Ks. I'm and you can see everything right in front of your eyes. I got a 6, I got a 5, I got a 7. So hopefully we get the job done today. I'm actually looking at the total base and K sheet post. As far as swing rates concerned, Hunter Green is facing the Reds lineup that has a swinging strike percentage at 18.8%. Logan Gilbert, 19.3%. I don't know. Am I able to share this? I might be able to share this. I don't know if I can. And I don't know if it's going to let me present it. I don't know. Let me look. Let me see. See? Nope. Nope. Maybe. Pull this back up. Maybe. Nope. It's not going to let me. Oh, well. Won't let me show it. But, man, this thing is awesome. Chris Sale is, the Rays lineup. K percentage at 20%. I mean, Michael King facing a Rockies lineup with K percentage like 30. I mean, there's a lot of big numbers out here. So hopefully, they get the job done. Phillies, Zach Wheeler is hit 6.5. That's his actual line is 6.5. So digging it down to 6. He is hit 6.5 in every single one of his last 5 starts. So there you go. There, Hunter Green's line is at 7.5. He is hit the 7.5 line only 40% of the time, but I think he's averaging 7.67 Ks per game. So that's why I feel good about 7 there. And then Logan Webb, I'm trying to find his now. Where you at? There you are. His line's 5.5, so we got it at 5. He is averaging 7 per game, so feeling good about the Logan Webb 5Ks versus a Yankees lineup that strikes out at a 25.1% clip. Just throwing that one out there too. So hopefully you guys like that. If you like some total bases, let's see here. Austin Riley, if you want him for 2+ total bases, he's hit that in his last 5 games. Let's see. Who else is a big one here? Paul Goldschmidt at 2 bases has hit it at an 80% clip in his last 5, 60% in his last 10. Something to think about there. But yeah, looking pretty fun there. Gleyber Torres, he has 100% hit rate this year. He's gotten a hit in every single game.
That's crazy.
Huh.
So you take those two.
Gleyber Torres to get a hit.
Take those 2 total bases and Gleyber Torres for a hit, and there you go. You got like a plus 400 parlay.
Yeah, let's actually. I mean, we're gonna bet this live. Why not? Because we can.
Let's see, why not?
Gleyber Torres. Yeah, I'm actually curious on what it is. It's really
it probably would be more than that, to be honest with you. The total bases, because those are usually plus money.
Yeah, usually somewhere in the. Okay, so Gleyber Torres to record a hit is minus 270.
Yeah, obviously, if he's hitting every game.
Yeah, he's hitting every game. He should be minus at that point, right? Let's see. Braves. Let's go 2+ total bases. Go Austin Riley. That's plus 115.
Yeah, there you go.
And who was the other one I said? Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah, Goldschmidt. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's actually go Well, no, I like Goldschmidt instead. Goldschmidt. Let's go back to the Yankees. Even though he's facing Logan Webb, a little tougher there, but 2+ total bases for Goldschmidt. Plus 130. Yeah, there's a plus 577.
Yeah, I mean, what are we talking? Like the worst was 80%.
Yeah,
because one was 5 out of 5 for 5. The other one was 4 out of 5, and then the other one was 100%. So
100% hit rate of the entire year. He's never not gotten a hit.
Yeah, if this continues, you're somewhere around 90% chance to hit if the stats continue.
Right.
For a plus 500. Not very often you can get a plus 500 with that much of a hit rate.
Right. For sure. I mean this he's. Yeah, I mean, it all depends because some of these are 0.5 and some of them are 1.5. So that's the reason why it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. But Kyle Tucker to get a hit is 80% in his last 5, 70% in his last 10. Let's see.
Kyle Tucker's on a next level run right now.
Yeah, Josh Young apparently is 100% hit rate on the year. There's another one that's 100% hit rate.
That's random.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like kind of crazy to think about.
Shout out to all these lesser names,
right?
Just raking every game, and we're just overlooking them.
Yeah, we're just overlooking that. He's minus 170 to get a hit today, even though he's gotten a hit in every single game. Like he might be bad against Logan Gilbert.
That could be it. Yeah,
like
it's out of that, or they're just saying he gets a hit every day, so
he's due to not get one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy, but I mean, that one way to think about it. But
so was it like a 10 game? They're on like a 10 game hit streak. Is that what it is?
More than that. Because
it's like 12, 13. Yeah,
season.
Yeah, you're right. That's crazy.
So
it's a heck of a way to start a season.
Yeah, I mean, and all you need is a little bleeder, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what they hit? They must be both hitting over 400 right now.
Yeah, a little dying quail, maybe. You never know. But that's it. Let's go wrap it up.
One of those little swinging bunts off the end of the bat.
Yep. Ah, man, this is tough to see. It's good for you. I had a rough day yesterday, so I'm down. But to tell you the truth, I wasn't as bad as Pat. Pat missed every single bet he had on the sheet yesterday.
Yikes.
He went 0-7 yesterday. I'm not trying to throw a man under the bus, but if the shoe fits, he's kind of got to wear it.
The second best on the show yesterday was Captain Underpants because he didn't put a bet in.
Because he didn't put it in. Everybody else went negative yesterday, so hopefully you faded everybody yesterday, minus Parlay Guy, because he smashed it yesterday.
Got a little plus 242 action.
Yeah, it was solid. I mean, dude, like you're killing it. So, game respect game.
And it was this one was out of my wheelhouse. This was baseball, but I did the research, and every single bet I made had hit 100% this year. So I felt I felt good about it, and luckily
Yeah.
the stats came through for me this time.
Well, what was funny was the one person that I was worried about for you yesterday, he hit the number.
Yep, 100%.
I was like, I don't know, and you're like, I mean, I was like, okay. I mean, it is 4Ks. Like, you can luck yourself into 4Ks.
Well, that's what I said. If he goes like 5 innings, I felt good about him getting 4Ks. That's pretty much where I was at.
I felt good about Chris Sanchez yesterday, but he just didn't have the strikeout pitch yesterday. But he did induce four double plays yesterday.
In the third inning, I got scared. I'm not going to lie, because in the third inning, with 1 out, they had the bases loaded. He walked the bases loaded and I was like, if he gives up like a 2-run double, 3-run double, he's done. Yeah. But then they had a play, an infield ground out that they threw the guy out at home, and it conserved it to 1 run instead of a bunch of runs, and he ended up going another inning and getting that last strikeout.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it was the one guy. I can't even remember who it was, but I was just like, I don't know about him.
It was AJ. What's his name? AJ.
Oh, yeah, it was Sawyer. Yeah, Sawyer.
Yeah, he's the hyphenated. I can't remember his.
Yeah, Smith Soiver.
That's what it is. Yeah, Solver,
yeah. And he had 4Ks on the button, I think, yesterday, so it was kind of crazy. But hey, man, it's been fun. It's been rad. Any last calls before we get the heck out of here?
No, I think we covered everything. It's a big day for sports. So if you're at home watching sports, you've got a lot to watch. You might hopefully got multiple TVs going or a laptop or something.
Yeah, yesterday I had the Masters on there, and then I had the Phillies game on here, and that was my afternoon yesterday. So
yeah, and I don't know if I'm gonna go out today. I want to because it's nice. But if I don't, at least I have a lot to watch.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play some softball, some church league softball. But outside of that, I'll be watching the Masters when I get home and catching the end of that Phillies game. So, but that's going to wrap it up for today's show. This has been Just the Betslips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in, and we will see you next time. Responsibly go chase that bag, and we'll catch you next time tomorrow afternoon. So, for Rob and CJ, take it easy, guys. Have a good one.
So.